Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. You know, years ago when Nigel Farage was leader of UKIP, he campaigned to win what was then the South Thanet seat, basically where I live. And when he came down with his entourage, he went round every single pub. That was his way of doing things. And spoke to us, spoke to the people. And he went to a pub called the Old Childs, which was not far from where I lived at the time. And I wanted to go and see what he had to say. And there's one thing very, very apparent about that guy. He could work a crowd. And at the end of it, I don't know if you can see this lamppost behind me. At the bar, he was probably closer to me than that lamppost. I could have quite easily turned round and said, "Hello, pleased to meet you." Still don't know why I didn't, but we know what happened with UKIP and we know what happened with that situation. Now we roll forward, look at Birmingham, and yet again he knows how to work a crowd. Big fanfare, big entourage, big message, and it should have the establishment very worried. Now I think that the more Farage dials this up, I think the more concerned the establishment are going to be. Remember my first video I did about reality, what's real and what you think is real. We need to be very wary of that over the coming months, the coming years. There's local elections coming up where they can get quite a major foothold in a lot of councils. And then of course you run through to the general election on or around 2029, if Labour lasts that long. It'll be very interesting. Now, one of the telling things that he said in the party conference was, no bigots allowed, no extremists allowed, anywhere near reform, we don't want to know. I get what he means, of course. A lot of people have a very far extremist view of certain people, and certain people can be very bigoted and absolutely will not entertain the idea of integration with other groups and other demographics, but they do it in the wrong way. They do it to a very extreme degree and can get themselves in trouble and pull down everyone else around them. I get it. But there are other people that can be bigoted, can be extreme in their views, but not to the extreme. And I wonder who he's targeting with that statement. But it's very, very clear that he wants to pull the party into the mainstream. He wants to democratise the party and put it on the same playing field as everybody else to give it the fighting chance it has to get further at the next election. There's been some very interesting remarks, I suppose, by Ben Habib with regard to this constitution. There's been some very interesting remarks from Nigel himself about giving up ownership of reform and why he's doing it. It's all massive changes and will resonate with a hell of a lot of people. Be interesting to see how it happens, what happens and when it happens, but be aware that the media, as they are, will come for them with everything they've got. Just remember that last video, well, the first video that I did of the day, and just really think about things you see and hear and go from there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button. I've got to do a comment readout video probably next week. It's been a lot of airport work, so I've had to try and do the best I can with what I've got, as we all do. Subscribe to the channel, share me on your social media, and don't forget, tomorrow there'll be a live stream at 9 o'clock where we'll have a chat with everybody. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.